sleeves. Ooh, that was something. All right, welcome aboard, everybody. Happy Sunday night. I know a lot of you be watching the Bengals and Chiefs. I've had enough football for 2022, 2023. Ending on a glorious note with that tremendous beatdown in Philadelphia today. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Boy, it looks super wide angle tonight, huh? I need a cup of coffee. Mew Mew Swan, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I hope that you are doing well. This guy's got to pull these drawers up over here. Hey, Ronnie, got the Godfather here. This guy's got to pull these drawers up. Pull these drawers up. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game for you guys, but when Brock Purdy went down in the first 5 minutes, I knew there was this other kid wasn't going to do it today. All right, I'll be back in a minute. It's a story of my year. Injuries, Ravens, 49ers, quarterback. Wow, what a cold and nasty day today. Cold and nasty day. Didn't rain, but I wish it would. Jerry, Ronnie, Mouse Toes, how are you, honey? Good to see you. Hello, Elmer. You turn this around. P2E, congratulations to the Eagles. Well played. They are a tremendous team. Hello, Moni, Margie, how are you? We got Mew Mew Swan. Right. Ooh, Sarah Kate. Yeah, it's the princess of Eureka Springs. How are you? The beautiful Jasmine Star rolling in right on cue. How are you, honey? I am cold. Cold, cold, cold. Hey, Wine Country, how are you? What is going on today? A day of tears. Man, congratulations to the Eagles. Hey, GT, laid a beat down on the 49ers today. I knew as soon as the quarterback went out, like the 5 minutes into the game, I knew that was stick a fork in it, it's done. Isn't that amazing? I've had to suffer with quarterback injuries on the Ravens and the 49ers. It's been insane. We're like down to third and fourth string quarterbacks. That just doesn't cut it, man. You look at some of these quarterbacks, they're just too small, they're too frail. I mean, it's Brock Purdy was just going back to pass, and then the guy hit him, and it's like, come on, man. We need quarterbacks that are big and robust, right? Built like horses, like the guy for the Eagles. So when he went out, it just threw the whole game off. Everybody kind of knew it just deflated the team, and that wasn't going to be it. So, yeah, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. Just trying to get myself together. Make myself look presentable. I'm going to be cooking up some steak tonight. It is staying lighter later, which is nice, but it's really kind of a funky looking day out here. Funky looking day out there. Not much going on in the gas station world. Are you warm, Elmer? I don't know. Let's see. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? I alerted Mr. Z that I'm coming down to Vegas wine country. It was cold, man. It's just that wind was that wind is just cutting me like a knife today. I get spoiled. Hey, Nino, last week it was 73 degrees. Hey, Lurker, Caroline, and then today it's like, oof, just you get a little tease. You get a little tease for spring and summer, and then you're right back in the soup again. Like, holy smokes, like, really? It rained so much more, man, I thought we were going to float away. Oh, wow. What area of the country are you in? 81 here. Give me that cold. Oh, Jasmine, I'd like to be there. Sister Earth, how are you? Sister Earth, I think she only comes in with mouse toes. Sister Earth, how are you? Good to see you today. I hope you're well. I didn't end up going, hey chef, I did not end up going metal detecting today. I just decided to take, it was just nasty out today. Nasty. You make the eyeliner look easy. Well, it's like, I am pretty good with my hands, but makeup, forget about it. You just saw the extent of my get ready for me. Contour, blush, all that, right? Yeah, what the hell's that? So we've almost cemented in the Super Bowl now. We got the Philadelphia Eagles will be representing the National Football Conference. So we'll have to see who's going to win tonight between the Kansas City Chiefs are hosting the Cincinnati Bengals, and I think it's going to be damn cold there, like 16 degrees or something like that. So it's going to be brutal. I also have to congratulate the San Francisco 49ers to getting to the NFC championship game. As I said at the beginning, it's just a shame that their very young rookie quarterback got hurt so early within 5 minutes of the game, and it was pretty much over at that pretty much over at that point in time. The miracle ended there. But as I said about my Ravens, there's always next year, guys. There's always next year. So I am in blue tonight. Not that I'm ashamed to be a Bay Area, but I thought I'd hide out in Dodger blue. Hang out in Dodger blue tonight. So yeah, P2E was nice. He called. We had so many nice people that called last night. It was amazing. Oh, thank you, Sister Earth. You're too kind. So we had so many fun calls last night. It was amazing. And what really encourages me is more people. There were more first-time callers that called in last night. Now, P2E, I've talked to P2E before, but there were other people that called in for the very first time, and that makes it so much fun. I was worried when I saw it too. Yeah, I was just kind of being a crybaby about the football game today, Mr. Cardinal. It was a real cold and frosty day in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia. Well, I kind of predicted, didn't I? P2E. I just said, the Philadelphia Eagles. They're just like a machine. They're just like strong, and it's going to be very hard to beat them. Has a lot to be proud of. At least they're not the Cowboys. Yeah, but I sustained so many injuries that just keep the season limping along. Lamar Jackson going out, and Tyler Huntley coming in, and him going out, and Antonio Brown coming in, and limping along on life support, and going into Cincinnati and basically beating solidly the Cincinnati Bengals until Tyler Huntley fumbles the ball before it breaks the plane to the goal line, and it's like suddenly, the miracle died. It's the way it goes, right? And then today, the miracle died. Hey, Alan, how are you? But I am happy for Philadelphia. I think whatever AFC team comes in, it's going to be very difficult to beat this team. Back to very cold weather here again, Terry Grant. I am not a happy camper. Hey, Justin, how are you? Crow, good evening to you. So there's always next year. So as long as we have a good Super Bowl now, and it's good. My worst fear is it wouldn't be a competitive game, and it wasn't today. Long time no see. Yeah, Mr. Cardinal, we're happy to see you tonight. It's a lot colder than I like today. You think I was going to go out metal detecting today? Blustery, cold. The wind's going to be picking up all night tonight. Oh, no. No. Not this gal. I just hope I don't forget to pick up my CCW permit. I'm so afraid I'm going to forget that on Wednesday morning. Now, I did check the advanced weather for Las Vegas. It's going to be like low to mid 60s and low 40s at night, so it's going to be delightful. They're rioting in Philly, breaking into City Hall. What? DA office. Is that because of I can't imagine it's because of the football. I imagine it's, I don't know. Is it, you tell me, is it because of the Nashville shooting of that unfortunate black guy down there that got on the receiving end of a real beatdown? Right? I'm coming out Thursday, honey. Yep, you get to see Mr. Z. It's on Scanner. So what is it, because of post-football game? Remember, guys, I was in LA when the Lakers won the championship, right? And down there when all that crapola was going on and people were firing massive fireworks into the crowd, right? Hey, Anton, with a reminder sign and put it on your refrigerator tonight. I'm going to have to do that. Oh, wow. Here comes my buddy. Here comes my pal. Right on cue. But it looks like she's got a cup of coffee. Hello.
Hello, there we go. $2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dodgers.
Yeah, I just put it on. I'm not a Dodgers fan. It's just the 49ers got beaten real bad today in the playoffs. I was ashamed to put the San Francisco. righty. The Empire State Building is green tonight in honor. They did this. Oh, okay. So it's football related. All right. I didn't think that they really cared that much, and by no means have the energy to. Jeff is like, no, it takes energy to ride in these old city fireworks and people hurt. Well, it's been since 19 I want to say 2017, the Eagles won. I think so. That Super Bowl. But do not discount the Chiefs or the Bengals. Especially both of these are very robust quarterbacks. So San Francisco shows you the downside of having a very spindly, skinny quarterback, right? This guy just one little hit and it's done. Done. You need a big presence in the pocket back there. Ain't nobody wanna ride. Yeah, it's too lazy to ride. I don't feel like doing all that. Although if I was in Philly, I would be out on the street rolling around, doing a live stream out there for sure. I would be out there. You guys know I'd be out there tonight, right? Oh, myself. Get yourself extra pretty tonight. If there's going to be a riot, I got to look good. There we go. If there be a riot, I must look good while I'm out there. Police beating was in Memphis, not Nashville. Yeah, what's the difference? Okay, it's all a beating. What else we got? And here's Naomi. They grease the poles. It's time to bud. They're going to get to the tops anyway. What happened to the blonde wig? Yeah, it's for special occasions. I remember you indeed filming during some rides. Absolutely, Jim. And blow the bangs out of your eyes. There we go. Hey, Cindy. How are you? Hey, Raquel. How are you doing? Man, on days like today, I want to put on a fleece polar outfit. I don't want to put on no bikini. Although a new 4K TV for free does. Oh, okay, Brad. I just love, well, people gonna celebrate now, I just love, Chef. It's like, you know what? I'm glad you're doing better, honey. I think it's like funny before the, before the Super Bowl and all that, we've got to make sure we have a nice big new 4K, TV, right? Polar fleece bikini. It's just that time of the year, right? No, it's January. Nice to see you, Naomi. So I don't have a ton of people from Philadelphia here. I've got P2E. I know he's a Philly. He's in Jersey, but he's a Philly person. I'm surprised Shimei is very close to Philadelphia, but she's a Steelers. For God escapes me why, Lord. When she could be a Ravens fan or something like that. So I can't explain all the weird workings of that, but that's the way it is. Now I got to get my bed back together. What, did you have company today, Naomi? A little bit of a love fest over there in Oakdale today? I'm not sure if Shimei's going to be on tonight or not, Jerry. Good to see you. I never watched a football game, and I don't watch this only this time of year. I checked in and out today. Tell you the truth, I just like to follow it. I like to read. I just like to get the highlight reels after the games. That's all I like to do. I don't like to sit there and commit all day. I had bigger fish to fry today. What the hell is some kind of joy juice on my pants here? Where in the hell that came from? I don't know. Titans fan here. I know, pathetic. Well, they've had some good years. I don't understand all the rules. It can be a very complicated rule. Basically, you're just trying to get the ball and advance it to the other team's goal line and go through and score. Penalties killed the Niners. Wasn't just that, Cobra John. The loss of the quarterback just guts a team. It's just like when you're down to your fourth string guy. And let me tell you, we were there with the Ravens. Bye-bye Lamar Jackson. Bye-bye Tyler Huntley. You got this guy Antonio Brown. Man, you know you're done. You know you are done. I mean, stick a fork in it. It just demoralizes the team. So I was hoping it would be a good game, and as soon as that kid went out, I knew it was lights out. That was the end. It wasn't going to be a good game. It was going to be a good old-fashioned curb stomping. Football is a very simple game in theory, but you can make it as complicated as you want. Okay, with all your X's and O's and diagrammatic BS. Okay, but we're winding down. We have less than 2 games to go for the season, and then people will be pulling baseball. I washed my bedding, needed it. Okay, honey. Well, it's good to know that you took care of that deed. I haven't washed my bedding in a while, but yeah. Especially when you're the Cowboys and start and pay your 4th string quarterback at the first. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Joni. Yeah, joy juice. Hockey's complicated. Hockey's simple. Just get the puck into the other net. I mean, the basic idea of sports, you got to take a top-down approach. You're trying to score a goal, a touchdown, a run, right? A goal, whatever. Right? You can make it as simple or as complicated. You want the goofy rules of icing and other stuff in hockey. I say put them out there, no protective gear, and just go out there and 60 minutes. Whoever gets it in, gets it in. All right. Hey, the NFL changes rules all the time too, protecting the quarterback more and more. Blah blah blah. Yeah, they kicked butt today. I mean, when their quarterback went out today, Alan Gentry, it just deflated the team. That was it. There was no chance of, this kid's not going to move this kid's like lights out. Let's get some thumbs up going tonight. And as I said when I came in earlier, thank you so much to those of you who called last night. It was a very fun call in last night. Some of the calls were just a hoot. They were great. Rugby's a true sport. Kick ass till you win. No special gear. Just get out there. Yeah, steak night tonight. I didn't time last night. It just got too late. I would rather spend my time on the phone with people than cooking. So that's what made it really nice last night. I was playing, doing the phone calls, and time got away from me. I didn't need that. Hey, Kitty, for not passing to me. And she said, Mom, I don't pass the puck backwards. Oh, geez. Yeah, it was nice to hear you. I know you, Naomi. You've called in before, haven't you? I like roller skating. Yeah, I used to see the hell they call that, the roller derby with the Baltimore Wildcats, right? I mean, these chicks are jammers. They're cutting through the line. People getting tossed over the rail and teeth knocked out, trying to come through the line and jamming, and here comes the jammer. But Baltimore was ferocious, man. The other cities got scared when they had to come into the Baltimore Civic Center and face those metal inside rails. And these hood girls were big, man. They were like 6 feet 4 inches. I'm waiting for the Puppy Bowl on Animal Planet. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do roller derby, and the stats are good. I love some hockey, and the stats are good. A rollerball with James Caan, I sure do. Wasn't that with Richard Dawson? I'll be back. Only in reruns, my friend. Only in reruns. I think that was it. Wasn't that rollerball? Richard Dawson? Oh, I'm going to take it all the way and win the Super Bowl. I don't know. I've got to see... I don't want to sell either of these teams short, but I know the Ravens could have given a hell of a good effort today if they had pieced their original team. But injuries make a big difference in whether you got to be lucky. Richard Dawson. Oh, that was Running Man. Thank you, Ryan, and thank you for your support. That was really, really appreciated. Running Man, that was it. Okay, roller derby is very brutal. Some cities banned it for a while. It was just people bitched about the brutality of it. we had a team here in Roanoke Park called the Roanoke Park Crushers, this girls' team, for a while. They were big and bad. It's like, ooh, I don't want to be on the arena. Yeah, Running Man was great classic Arnold. It was also great classic Richard Dawson, too. He really helped make that movie. And Conchita, whatever her name was, she was fantastic in that movie, too. Conchita something. I can't remember what her name was. She ran with Arnold. Didn't they try to ban football in the 1920s? Some places did. Yeah, that flooding was bad. Maria Conchita Alonso. Yeah, that was her. Hey, Craig, how are you? Thank you for sending me that link. I appreciate that. A great video. I do hope to get up to Julian sometime. Richard Dawson put in a fight with that Family Feud producer. He swore he would never go back until he did. As soon as the producer died, he came back and did a one-time Family Feud special. Isn't it amazing that people can get so involved with something that they just can't come out and just shake hands and say, "Look, let's move ahead." Ice Storm Dawson was in Hogan's. Yes, he was. He was. And it was a long stretch between Hogan's Heroes and rising to be on Family Feud. And the thing that people were like, oh, he kisses too many people, you know. What's your opinion on Alec Baldwin case? I don't blame Alec Baldwin. I blame the armor. I blame her. Okay, let's face it. When you have a movie set that's going to use any sort of weapon whatsoever, one person takes responsibility, ultimate responsibility for that, and that is the armorer on the set. So I do not believe that Alec Baldwin intentionally wanted to shoot anybody. Okay, he was astounded what was in the gun. Okay, so my thought is they got no case against him. It's the armor. All right, and I'm going to hold true to that. So he's an actor. He's not a weapons person. He can talk about what he had growing up and shooting this and that. We know that that's a bunch of BS. Hey Jamie, have the wife watching tonight? Nice. Why would they have live ammo anywhere near the set? I don't think they'll get Baldwin. The armor is going to be screwed. Number one, the armor is not going to work again. There'll be no confidence on any Hollywood set. No Japanese fake plastic Godzilla sets with mini cities getting set on fire and stuff. There'll be no place for that chick anymore in that. Okay, that's stick a fork in that. That's done. That's your whole job. That's the only responsibility you had, was weaponry on the set. Whether it's contrived, fake, plastic, 3D printed, real. That's it. Flannel's not as slippery as regular bedlams. Well, thank you, Naomi, for that news flash. Let me write that down, honey. I don't know if it killed his career or not. How old is Alec Baldwin? Come on, guys. He was in Glengarry Glen Ross in 1996 or something. Come on, man. I mean, right? That was his breakout role. Always Be Closing. ABC. Maury sent me down. I gotta shove the pillows into pillowcases in flannel. I don't know. Janet likes flannel sheets and stuff. I just like good old cotton. Some people in the crew were shooting in the desert with the gun bowling. Which is why the live mode, totally stupid. It shouldn't even been allowed, Crow. All these sets and cameras around, so you mean to tell me no one's a clip of that? Yeah. But yeah, then that's the fault of the armor. People just don't go joy shooting in a desert. Okay, it'll never happen again. Everything will be a check system for, where is it? Check, sign here. It's now impounded in the lockup, and it's just ridiculous. People are just so fascinated by guns. just fascinated. Yeah, it's normal, Miranda, because some places want real authenticity and stuff. But there's just some people that never shoot a gun, and they'll be on a set for the first time, like of that show, and they'll just want to go out there and pop off a few rounds. But it's not a gun range. I had to put the comforter on last night. It was damn cold, 38 special. Nice. Hey, Julie. Just if you don't know, don't handle a gun, period. Okay? Right? Unless you've had training and weapons proficiency, don't handle a gun. All right? More people get killed accidentally cleaning guns, screwing around, not having the safety on. They go to pull it out, their Glock 19, and part of their sweatshirt gets caught in pulling it out of the holster. The next thing you know, pulling it out is putting pressure on the trigger, and they shoot themselves in the thigh. Massive loss of blood, and boom, 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 boom. That's it. All right. Well, Cobra John is because they did. That's why I don't know. And pull the trigger. The charges are probably cut and shooting. I don't think the charges are appropriate. I think it's the armorer's responsibility. And it's the armorer's responsibility not to put guns in people's hands. Okay? That's the deal. So that's the responsibility. Yeah, Barney Fife. My gun instructor and I were talking. People have holsters and long t-shirts and things get caught, and they go to put it in, reholster the thing, and they have a whole wad of cloth in there, and that cloth pushes back on the trigger, and they shoot themselves. Oh yeah, Vic Morrow. Yeah, and the helicopter and all that. That changed some rules in Hollywood. Too. That was wasn't Brandon Lee in that? And didn't he die in that too? Did not Brandon Lee die on that set too? So there you go. Okay, that changed a lot of rules there, but Julie, I just have to respectfully disagree that if I'm the armorer on the set, nobody ain't touching nothing until I take and put that weapon in their hand. That's it. All right. Then after that, it's not my responsibility anymore. All right. If it's not part of the actual shooting and scene, no, you're not going to touch it. All right. A lot of people know that Alec Baldwin is a bit of an idiot anyway. So, but what are you going to do? Irresponsibility. It's always going to get it, Alan. It's the main thing about guns. It's irresponsibility. Irresponsibility. That's why I had to think twice when Diane sees, like, I want to go out on the, I want to fire a gun. I got to think damn careful about that. Right? I'm responsible for that. I never know, some people can't even handle it, go backwards and whip around, fall over backwards, shoot behind them, and discharging that. Two small Vietnamese children. He does a great job. Hey, look, he was good in, he was great in the movie with William Macy Jr., The Cooler. He was great in Glengarry, Glen Ross, and then it just started to go downhill. Well, I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind putting a 22, but I'm ultimately responsible for that. Check out the statistics on that. Yeah, a lot of people are cleaning guns and stuff, and a lot of people have chambered rounds, and they're dry firing in the house, and click, and I can't help that, Craig. That's like a right, Darwin Law. Yeah, The Cooler was an outstanding flick. Outstanding movie. Not a lot of people ever saw it. Just like, I don't know, Insane Chef, if you ever saw Hard Eight. That had a very young Gwyneth Paltrow in it. That was a hell of a movie. Yeah, the cooler was cool. And I don't know if you saw the movie Hard Eight. That was a good movie, too. Yeah, whoever handed the gun was responsible. The armor is responsible. That's their whole function. Accidentally, it was so sad. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the way it's going to happen, Miranda. Yeah, it's hard to believe it wasn't more popular. It was a great movie. You know, and he always got, oh, wow. Got shot. What was your question? Oh, okay. Well, other people can weigh in on it, Anton. You know, I mean, I'm not, you know, hell, somebody's dead right now. Right? I mean, they're not coming back. Yeah, she was pretty young. I don't know how she got the position. You know, I could say a lot of things, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, sometimes it's who you know, but I think she had some experience. I don't know whether she was Israeli army or something, drunk high, and said there weren't any bullies in his gun and blew his brains out in front of anyone. Ding-a-ling, diddling, ding-ding. Brought to you by Chevrolet. Ding-a-ling, diddling, ding, ding-a-ling, ding-doo. We got a really big shoe. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles. I love Ed. Shoot. Combat. He was a great actor. Yeah, well, he was. The operative word is was. You take a risk when you do some of those movies. Some bad stuff can happen when they're firing off claymores and doing all this stuff. A lot more than the points you have to maintain, break it down, clear it. You got to be able to put the spring in and do all that stuff. You know when you're supposed to make sure it's empty. You don't handle, you open up the breech, you look at it, you turn it around, you hand it to them that way, okay? Pointed down. Plain and simple. I think the armor and the actor, well, obviously the law agrees with you, GT. I don't know. I think Alec Baldwin stick a fork in that career. It's done. I mean, I don't know. It's just got a bad taste in people's mouth. It just has bad feng shui. It's just, you know, people are going to ever associate this. Oh, yeah, there's the guy that killed that gal on the, you know, what the heck. The practice and said it always check a cold line in the iron. Should have made sure there was no live round there. Exactly. Baldwin should have checked a gun. Everybody, yeah, there's a comedy errors, Crow. There's looseness on the set, number one. When people tell me, oh, we're just going out to just plink a few off in the desert, that's where trouble begins. Yeah, go out like Stu Unger than on the Baldwin set any day. Exactly. Monkey Boy, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not down with that whole scenario of that. Finish the film, it's going to be a flop. You know, it's going to be a flop. Right? Most everything Hollywood puts out, unless it's like a superheroes, it's all a flop these days. It's all a mess. Everything is direct to home streaming. Shooting sheep up in the mountain. I went, I shook him up and shot him in the balls. Damn, man. I remember in Petaluma when Dee and I, or in downtown Santa Rosa, when Dee and I were in the middle, there were flashbangs going off. I had rubber bullets whizzing by my ear, and we saw some poor slob ducked in between buildings, right? And he was just clutching his balls, and he was just like, then I read in the paper 2 years later, Santa Rosa settles police riot cases. They paid out $2 million in settlements. I'm like, damn, man, I should have clutched my sack, right? And Damn, I was so dumb, right? I'm like, damn, I missed one payday after another, after another. I got flashbangs. I got tear gas 4 times down in Oakland, twice in Santa Rosa. Flashbangs, rubber bullets. Lord, what a mess. What a mess. Hey guys, if you've not hit the thumbs up button, please take a second to do so. Can't remember the last good movie where we live in a comedy is dead. That is rock and roll. See, people can't. Chef, the era of the story is over. Hey, Falling Star, the cost of production, the cost of acting is so high these days that studios dare not take a chance on new material. Hi, Shimei. They will take something that is come out and they will just run that right down to the nuts. That was one heck of a night. I know. Creativity's gone. You can't. The age of CGI, computer generated imaging, has taken over where story used to hold sway. Right? Where story used to hold sway, we don't have that. Okay? That's it. No clever comedy. That's why the British have such a hammerlock on, the Australians coming down Thursday, Monkey Boy. The Australians and the British have such a hammerlock. So I'll see you on Saturday night. We'll get together. Oh, I love Sunset Boulevard. I love that opening. I love the creep factor in that. Is just off the chart. It's a great story. Naked Guns were really funny. Yeah, I mean, I just cracked up at the Animal House stories. Right? The National Lampoon. But people can't take a chance these days. They just need to do it up. Before there was The Hangover in 2009, yeah. Or, I liked some of the, Fear and Loathing in Vegas, and I liked some of the drama. I liked Escape Las Vegas, whatever that was, with Nicolas Cage and Elizabeth Shue. That was an excellent movie. But as far as comedy is concerned, forget about it. We're not in an era where comedy, and I'm going to tell you something else too. All right. What's his name? Chris, the hell was his name? Shit. Who in the hell slapped Will Smith? When Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, the era of being able to be, you could not have a Don Rickles these days. You could not have a Joan Rivers these days. Okay. You couldn't have any of the great Jewish comedians. Impossible today. All right. They would not fly. You could not have a Richard Pryor today. There's no way. We have this, this ridiculous wokeness that is absolutely, and that was just a nail in the coffin on that. Now when you have stand-up comedy, it's small club stuff, and people are still going to walk out of there, oh, I can't believe said that about white folks or black folks or Chinese. Did you hear that or something? I mean, we cut our teeth on stuff. Was it prejudice? Was it racist? Yeah, I guess in some ways it can, but we had the ability to laugh at ourselves. Hey Dana, thank you. It is like a cancer. So it's absolutely, yeah, you couldn't have Archie Bunker on today or Maud. So it's absolutely, it's killed the genre of stand-up comedy. All right. What headliners? There's too many snowflakes. You can't sit in an audience and hear, oh my. Jada Pink Smith, I got to defend her honor. No, man, you could just sit there and then afterward take the dude aside and say, not cool, man. Right? So, You wouldn't do it. You just wouldn't even do it. Thank God the British are still able to provide. Oh, all I can say is thank goodness they're still able to provide a. They're not quite as woke as we are here in America, because you could not have the comedy. Hey, Justin, there's no way that you could have the comedy today that you had 30 years ago. You couldn't have the roast. You couldn't have the Dean Martin roast that we're on. You know, can you imagine talking about someone's weight like they used to roast Jackie Gleason and all this? You couldn't do that today. Military's been gutted. Well, I'm not sure. I'll defer to you on that, right? Woke is pretending to be, politically and racially in every way astute and up to the current time, right? Like we realize the error of our ways, and now we've awakened. We've awoken. Hey, Kelly. No, Purdy didn't have a good game. He got injured. It was over after 5 minutes. The game was over. I know you were pulling for the 49ers, but it didn't happen. Very vocal and defensive comedy and free speech. Yeah, Mr. Bean, I enjoyed Mr. Bean, but good luck. Mr. Bean is a voice in the wilderness. Yeah, The Office would be destroyed. The sitcom is gone, right? The only way you can have a sitcom now is, with featuring tons of gay LGBT people, and then who in the hell's really watching it, right? Everything's got to be woke. Yeah, it's become sensitive. It's, everything. Everybody has to sit around the table now. Oh, okay. Do we have enough black people in TV commercials? Oh, do we have... What's the ratio on Asians now? Well, we might be having too many Asians on the LSAT prep course. Promotional videos, not looking good. Right? Let's put more Mexicans on the cruise ship thing. I mean, it's all this. It's all this contrived thing. In a way, I like an America that reflects an America, but I don't like stuff that's artificially contrived. I think things naturally flow to that point. No, you said last night you were pulling for the 49ers. I'm enjoying the content. Thank you, Scarred. Appreciate that. You got to imagine, I've been watching TV since 1963, before 90% of you were even born. Let me tell you about the parade of stuff I've seen over the years. All right. And I think TV will always be a reflection of America as America. But the woke stuff really put a miserable taste in a lot of people's mouth, because they know out there that they just do this for a numbers game. That's it. There's nothing real. It's all phony, baloney, nonsense. All right? And a lot of people don't appreciate that. Mr. Haddad. I mean, I grew up in Baltimore. Apart from watching, comedy shows or something like that, TV didn't reflect America back then. The only black people I saw on TV were on Carling Black Label or Colt 45, Billy D. Williams and stuff. Right? And I think things naturally and gradually evolve, but this woke stuff is just a disaster. It's just a disaster. It breeds so much contempt by people, and not just among people that don't buy into the woke phenomena. Yeah, we haven't been to Hoover in a while. Now the weather is going to be, I love the Jeffersons. I love Good Times. In the 70s, it was all breakthrough real life, I call real life comedy and stuff. Reality TV is cheap to make, Linda P. That's why reality TV hits such a spot. People think that they're watching unscripted, and they're watching scripted, okay? But it's really cheap just to have two camera operators with Alexa cameras, right? $24,000 cameras, and the production cost is low. Really low. And then ad lib wise, you get people saying some dumb stuff on the set too. Reality killed data. Yeah, I don't know about that, Miranda. I never really watched too much. Well, I remember there was Bad Girls way back in the 90s, early 2000s. Bad Girls came on MTV, and there was lots of Big Brother came on. There was the heck was it? Survivor, and they helped make this build the so-called reality TV genre. Carol Burnett show, right? Remember that? Saturday nights with Vicki Lawrence, Harvey Korman, and Tim Conway. Yes. Yeah, Tim Conway was a tremendously gifted comedian. Dark Shadow. I still like Seinfeld. I watched Seinfeld. It's a very droll comedy. Good night, Welsh Boo. Thank you. It's not yuck yuck. It's it's just situational. McHale's Navy. When they cracked each other up while trying to get through. Yeah, that was it. That was a real deal. I love when they busted. Yeah, when they couldn't contain themselves. I mean, that was real acting. When you can make somebody, and that's the way the Dean Martin roast used to be, to try to keep a straight face. And sure, it wouldn't have been made today. Yeah, it's just too. Yeah, called hee haw. Absolutely, positively. Yep. Hee haw. Buck Owens and Roy Clark. Yeah. Minnie Pearl. I never really, figured this way, guys. If you're growing up in Baltimore City, right, you have a hard time identifying with like hee haws. Right. You're watching people be stabbed running out of liquor stores and stuff. It's the only hee haw you get on that, or cops on horseback skull tapping people. River dance show was the shirtless top dance came out, and the old ladies went wild. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, Miranda. I know river dance was like the clogging or something. Was that it? Man, that looks like it's hard on the knees after a couple years. Yeah, we don't know no hee-haw, and growing up in a big city, oh, heck no. There wasn't no hee-haw on the street. You're practically on the set of hee-haw. Yeah, it's quite the opposite of where I grew up. Where I was, you felt like you were in a Dragnet weekly series. At 4:45 p.m., Bill Gannon was called down to the Baltimore Fireboat Pier. The body was floating face down. They had to get questions. In a moment, the rest of this story. Dun, 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 dun. Trial was held in Superior Court for the County of Los Angeles, for the City of Los Angeles, right? You got this mug like this. Want no hee-haw in Baltimore City, I can tell you that. Beverly Hillbillies is popular in yours. Sometimes, yeah, yeah, it was like that, Raquel. Blood on the streets, blood, cobblestone, old streetcar tracks, and drunk people. And one time Baltimore was the heroin capital. Everybody was dealing the smack and the horse. Hey, Noreen. so mad when my grandma watched her river. That could drive a guy crazy, like the VHS. Let's watch it again, Grandpa. Then mysteriously, the VHF stops working. I don't know what happened to it. Well, Grandma, you wore it out, obviously. Well, I guess we'll have to get it repaired. Yeah, that's on this channel, Crow. Yeah, if you want to see when I flew the game, no, I didn't watch the game. I just checked in and out. I flew the drone over the Beverly Hillbillies mansion. You can see it on the channel down here. And there was catfish from the trunk. Woo! Taped over with the coin collector show. Who in the hell taped what the heck is this? Are you kidding me? Who put this down? Huh? I want everybody down here right now. Who taped a coin? Who here's a numismatist? I don't know. Jimmy's a Protestant. I don't know. It ain't a numismatist is a coin collector. Are you kidding me? Dumbbell? Yeah, go ahead, Gassy Grandma. Oh wow, that was the '83 World Series. The Orioles beat the Phillies. You guys just taped right over it for Sound of Music. Are you kidding me? 1888 sees Carson City, Morgan, exactly. Right. It's like I remember when I was growing up. I guess it was 1968, or I don't know. And Oakland Raiders were in a playoff game with 1922 piece Liberty dollars. It's a very special one. There was a playoff game with the Oakland Raiders, and just when it came to the end of the game, it was like very dramatic, and they cut away from the game to put Heidi on. And people went nuts and tore up TVs and threw them at the window, and flooded the NFL office in New York City with phone calls and stuff. So pissed off that they just cut away the game before it was even. So nobody even knew who won or whatever. There wasn't no internet. Yeah, be kind, rewind. $1 fee for not rewinding your tape. Well, Alex, I honestly don't even know what people watch on TV these days. I don't know. I mean, 95% of my stuff 99% of my stuff comes through the internet, whether it's reading the New York Times, educational documentaries, what's going on in the various communities that I follow, all of you guys. I mean, that's it, right? Read a lot of newspapers online, and follow a lot of people online, and then do a little research, a little interest stuff. I didn't go at metal detecting today because, quite frankly, it just was too chilly at Tilted Giant receiver thing next to each other, and we picked up every single cable TV channel PPV for free. I'm going to turn you in, Miranda. Smart Three's Company. Life was, I mean, it was pretty tough in the city. I mean, there was all kinds of riots, and wasn't a good time in the 60s and 70s to grow up in a major city. Let me tell you, when you see your city in flames around you, and people rioting and tearing doors off, and cops coming in on horseback and just whipping batons around, and blood running in the streets, and home shopping channels made their debut. I sure do. That's right, Miranda. I'm an old bat. I have seen it all. The parade has passed before my eyes. Ooh. Hey, Catherine, how are you? Nice to see you. So what does the future hold? I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I know network television has probably had its heyday. I would say that the value of television stations has gone down a lot. Your mother did her part to keep QVC open. Nice. And then, thank you, Miranda. Living right. Living right. Hey, CSM, when the Dead Sea wasn't sick, that's right. But it's not a bad thing, you know. In a lot of ways, I won't regret leaving this world in so many ways. A lot of QVC people just order and order. I told you one time when I lived in another house in Santa Rosa years ago, and I used to walk the dog and stuff, and we went by a lady that one day her garage door was open, and that garage was literally stacked from floor to ceiling, from the back to the front of the garage, to the point where you couldn't even hardly get the door down. And the thing was that these packages were never even opened. They were just sitting there and said, you know, tried to, how can I strike up a conversation with, you know how nosy I am. Shimei, you know, tell them how nosy I am. I mean, I got to know, right? If something's happening, I got to know what's going on. What's the story here? And she said, yeah, I just like to order things now and then. And I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at the thing, and I'm looking at the dogs, looking at it like, whoa, you know, what's the deal here, right? And I just never saw. Shimei will tell you, I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on. I want to know. Okay. It's a huge addiction. Obviously, it is. I am like Mrs. Kravitz. If I see something interesting on the street, I'm sorry, I've got to look into it. If I see somebody that's interesting on the street, I got to talk to them, right? It's easy to kind of strike up a conversation and stuff. But I'm just thinking, you know, where are you going to put your next load of stuff? Now, this was before the era that people started to get storage. I grew up, there was no such thing as storage, Container USA, Storage Central, or whatever. People had only enough crap to put in their house, okay? Now, you got to almost have you've almost got to have a storage locker, right? It's the way it is. When the photo of you peeking at the window like Mrs. Kravitz. I'm not really nosy on my own street because I know what's out there. Only if a shopping cart incident's coming down or something. I'm nosy, Noreen. I got to know what's going on. Wig Snatchers World Tour 2023 appearing on stage. I'll be here all week, folks. We used to have a church shirt, a work shirt, and a decent shirt. Yes. I mean, I go to church. I try not to look like a slob, right, when I go in. But I want to know what's going on. I think people are fascinating. Like this girl wandering around. It's, you know, I'm getting coffee and stuff for her. I mean, when you talk to her, she's very oh, Dodgers, you know. You like to find some of these stories out, but it's not appropriate content to put on YouTube. You know, to me, it's exploitive. Right? I don't need to paddle in people's misery to put it up on, you know, for yucks and for analysis. But on my own, I'm very curious about things like that. I want to know what the natural end result of all this is. You got to meet Jimmy Swaggart, love his old camp meeting on YouTube. Visiting the Christmas Tell What You Got Her, and you definitely don't talk. I absolutely do not, Ronnie, because there by the grace of God go I, my friend. Vocals, drums, that's up, Crow. I enjoy fixing things, I do. it's not my place to use people for content and things. Let me tell you about Jimmy Swaggart. We were in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which I will take any day of the week over New Orleans. Okay? Any day of the week. I can't wait to get back to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Great history, Huey Long, all the crazy history of Louisiana politics, all that. All the food scene, being right on the Mississippi River and stuff. LSU, going and having jalapeno alligator balls for the first time and stuff. I mean, it was an amazing place. So I tell Missy Jen, look, we got Jimmy Swaggart's Christian Family Worship Center is here. Missy Jen, she's like a good, she's like, okay, we'll go over, we'll do it up. And I did 2 parts. We first went in and people are really nice to you, right? Nobody told me to, go in there and, hey, welcome, first time visitor. She showed us around. I took you guys around the whole place. Right? And then the service begins. I capture some of the service, and at the end of the service, I walk up to Jimmy Swaggart and, Brother Jimmy, could I get a picture with you? He's like, come here, darling. Stand next to me. I got the picture of him. And what really impressed me about Jimmy Swaggart is he embodies everything that I believe the fallibility of humans and the destiny for the next life means. This is a guy who Sun Records wanted to sign Jimmy Swaggart, not his cousin Jerry Lee Lewis, okay? But Jimmy Swaggart, I believe, had a true calling because he turned down Sun Records, went on to start a career as a preacher, married Frances, raised a family, went wayward with prostitutes and things because success puts money in your hands, and a lot of times people aren't prepared for the consequences of success. I believe that it's another temptation that's put in front of you that some people deal with it. I've seen Joel Osteen Jr., the 25-room mansion or whatever, the same deal. No, we can't open up our church during we can't open up our church post-hurricane. Right? We can't do it. Right? We got too much to lose. We can't have this place defiled with unfortunates and things like that. And, then the story starts trickling out about wealth and things like that. But I sat there with Missy Jen, and this guy went wayward 1 time, 2 times, right? And yet on that day, in 2019, when Missy Jen, maybe it was 2017, I don't know. Missy Jen and I visited. Those two sat right next to each other in a chair. Jimmy Swaggart and his wife, Frances, sat next to him, side by side, when he wasn't playing piano and singing. And I was lucky because he was just getting over illness. He wasn't even going to be there. And I thought to myself, she encompasses every bit of the virtue of forgiveness. That she sat next to him, held his hand, knowing that he had fallen multiple times, but he had gotten up. So when people comment on that video, which there's lots of comments on, and they say, this guy shouldn't be this, or this guy shouldn't be that, he shouldn't be a preacher, he's a disgrace. He is everything that humanity is. It's not, how you doing, Jen? It's not the falling down, it's if you get up again. And the forgiveness, when I looked at those two and studied those two, because I watch everything. I'm nosy. All right, I'm watching these two, and you could just see the love between these two, that he just knew. He really, really, really picked a winner with her. Redemption is what it's all about. Exactly. If God can't forgive, if God can forgive, why can't you? Well, I put myself above God. I guess that's why. So I came away from that service a very changed person than when I went in. The service was moving. The messages were good. I saw his son preach. I saw his grandson there. And it meant a lot to Missy Jen and I to be there. So, I did have somebody come up later. An usher came up later. Please don't video, and I put the camera down at that point. Right? You only have to ask me once. I'm not going to get Ray-Ban glasses with cameras built into them and video what I shouldn't do. That was it, Justin. So that message was really, really pounded into me. When people comment on the video, which hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have, I put the same answer down to them that, it's not the failure that defines us. It's our willingness to get up and keep moving in the right direction. Yes, it takes a tremendous toll. His church shrank dramatically. People would say, where are all the people? Well, there's an element of pride there that says we position the cameras so that we don't see that the whole upper third level is empty. We have it roped off. Nobody goes up there, okay? Half of the second level is roped off, and people are in an area so that the cameras show that. That's vanity. Okay, I mean, that's, but you got to imagine the good things that he's done with he's sent out hundreds of thousands of Bibles, probably converted untold numbers of people in third world countries to Christianity and things like that, if you're a believer in that. Okay, it's just the way it is. Right, and he's probably that church has run its course now. Right, people get tired of preachers just like they get tired of TV shows that have been on forever. It has its run. But sometimes, ironically, the messages are the best when there's the least people around. It's the most authentic you that you're getting. Okay. Well, I share because I'm there. Hey, Barry. And I thought, number one, it's an incredibly interesting city. I'm going to cook a steak tonight, Michelle, if I ever stop flapping my lips. You have Spanish Town. You have the tallest state house in the United States. You have all the screwed up history of Louisiana and Huey Long and all the corruption. Huey Long being shot to death by a crazed doctor. Right? It's a very colorful place. It's the only state that has Napoleonic law, follows the French Napoleonic code. And I told you guys before, on that same trip, I had a video about a mansion. It's called the Homa Sugar Plantation. And we had a docent tour take us around, and this guy was so bitter. Okay? So bitter. And I wondered, why is this dude so bitter? And at the end of his tour, he's like, this used to be our family's estate. Many of you don't realize that before the Civil began, per capita, Louisiana was the richest state in the United States. And when the Civil War ended, we were the poorest. We lost everything. And this guy just, you could just tell there was a whole undertone in so much of Louisiana is that the war of northern aggression had just absolutely devastated this state. Devastated the state. And it was interesting. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciated. But I got a lot of negative feedback because I talked about how beautiful the plantation was. And of course, it was a place of slavery and horror, but it was a place in time. Hey, Tracy. But I could see the whole woke movement coming through my video over the years. That it would be, this is beautiful, and then the whole theme changed over to this was a place of injustice. Of course it was. But we learned from it, right? We moved ahead, slowly but surely. And people were like, we should burn the place down. You know, why not use it for good? Why not use it as a teaching point to explain to people how low it could be? It wasn't just the slave trade from, you know, there were how many, you know, who was the guy in Islam that said, I captured more slaves in 1 week than every slave that ever went to the slave trade in America. I mean, it was a worldwide thing. It was horrible. But if we lose these teaching moments and we lose these milestones in history, this is the way it was, who's going to know 200 years from now? Who's going to tell the stories? Who's going to learn the lesson? Who's going to think to themselves, ooh, wow, people really did that to other people? Destroy your history. It's like, you know, during the Reformation, when Martin Luther split from the church and you had the iconoclasts go around, so many churches were destroyed and denuded of art, sculpture, paintings, irreplaceable works of art and milestones in history that would never be replaced again. Because people get fervent, they get fired up, they get zeal, and they go too far. Just like the Taliban was blowing up artifacts of history when they took over in Afghanistan, and people were worried the same stuff was going to happen in Iran and Iraq. And you had people running around trying to save things and hide things. People in their zeal do crazy stuff. All right? Very crazy stuff. Yeah, they won't. That's why history repeats itself. Are you going to talk on the phone tonight? I think, Barry, that's a once a week thing. Try to have that for Saturday night unless I'm on the road. Yeah, life is short, but Lucky Schmitz, it's Sunday night. That means the curtain came down on the beer. Friday and Saturday night, although when I'm in Las Vegas, I will be enjoying some beer down there. End of night beer. Hey, Mandy, because the weather should be beautiful. I'm so looking forward I'm really excited. Last week, I wasn't excited to go. This week, I've gotten so much done on the rancho, and last week that I feel good going. So I want to get to CCW and get going. If we erase history, we can't learn from it, Slugbug. What do you point to people? What do you show people? You can show people with pride that this is where we came from, and kids go, wow, I can't believe this is this real? And say, yeah, this isn't Disneyland. This is the real deal right here. This is what happened in, 1517 or whatever. Or this is what happened in 1854 or whatever. It ain't there anymore. So history will be jumbled. It will start to be like a watercolor that water droplets fall on it, and gradually the colors just all bleed out together, and it just becomes, it looks like something like a Jackson Pollock painting. A whole lot of nothingness. This is how I knew that civilization was starting to come unhinged. Right? Just one of those things that I could see through history. People have had this whole purge mentality before. And I think we're at the beginning of it. Yeah, the monument should have never been removed by ignorant people. Now, they believe that their hearts are in the right place. So in one way, I cannot fault them for wanting to have things removed that are a reminder of the way things used to be, but it should be a celebration, right? I'm waiting for the day when people gather enough stuff about Abraham Lincoln and they finally discover that Lincoln didn't pursue the Civil War in the beginning as an anti-slavery thing. He pursued the Civil War because of, does the federal government hold sway or do states hold sway? Right? Does a state have a right to leave the Union? And only after got the victory in 1862, 1863. Hey, Jody. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, honey. Why don't you take a night off and just relax? All right. So I'm waiting for the day that they start to deface the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Because I know in my heart the push is on to have people that are totally flawless. Right? A house divided against itself cannot stand. Right? But I'm waiting for him to get around to that. I'm waiting for that to show up. That day's coming. And you know what? We'll look a lot like communist Russia, communist China at that time. There'll only be 2 icons that you're allowed to have. That'll be it. Just like in China, you can only show Chairman Mao and Lenin. That's it. That's it. There shall be no other portraiture or sculpture allowed anywhere, save the few pieces that are in museums. That will be the history of the 5,000-year history of the Chinese people. Mao from beginning and Mao till the end. That will be it. Confederate monument in Phoenix. Many don't even know that Southern was a Confederacy territory during the Civil War. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Jody. So be prepared, guys. Be prepared. Yeah, you get a good sleep tonight, Jody. You're up. You're always late, honey. You're on the East Coast. I don't want you worn down all the time. In my opinion, the age of radicalism has not even begun chapter 1 of a 50-chapter book. Hey, Queen Cupcake, how you doing? The Raditorium. Oh, yeah, they're running tonight. They are running tonight. The rats be running. Do 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 do. Ba-doo, ba-doo, boo. Ba-doo, ba-doo, boo. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to see the moon tonight. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to shotgun a beer, Lucky, but I'll definitely be enjoying some beers for sure. Definitely be enjoying some beers. Oh, do, do, do. Don't pull out on me. Please don't whack me. All right, let's go have a steak smothered in mushroom tonight, right? Eat snacks on the street. That's what we be doing, Crow. That's exactly what we be doing. Because it ain't going to be like the usual cold as a witch's there. So it should be decent weather. We should be okay. I don't know where in the heck did my stick go? There it is. Oh, here we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, stay plugged in, dude. Oh, this thing was 61%, man. It's bad, bad, bad. Ooh, well, let's just say I cut my beer down from a case a week to 7 a week. Pretty good. All right. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know. Is Bird already asleep tonight? Oh, he's got the door shut there. Do 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 do. I don't know where the knuckle. Oh, there they are. Johnny on the spot. Where's your buddy? You don't ever get one without the other. Trust and believe. Where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? Huh? Boy, I don't ever see you guys. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, there we are. There we are. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Yep, rebuilt it myself. Thank you, GT. Every building hand painted with a brush, 2 coats. All right, let's get the show on the road. Woo, it's chilly tonight. I need to rebuild this whole side. I don't know if I even have the energy anymore. Ooh, this sucker's been up and down so many times. Let me get my jacket out of the car. Too cold to be out here tonight without the jacket on. Yeah, the child made it. Yeah, Windows XP. Cat died. Oh, I'm sorry, Barry. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? We're gonna pan do this baby tonight. Pan do this baby. Alright, let me get a soda. Ooh, let me get this on. Ooh, it's cold. Well, I gotta get the steak out to warm up a little bit. You know what's weird? Island sun mushrooms. Now, where would you think that these came from? Without looking it up. doing? They come from Holland. How in the heck do you put Island Sun and Holland together, right? Like, what the serious heck is that? Can we get 100 thumbs up tonight? I think it's been an interesting night. Let me get the keyboard. By the way, somebody last night asked me the over-under. 46.5 points. I said under today, so that was good. Came out to be like 39 or something. $31 to $7. All right, we got the keyboard. We got a cold and frosty night. Ew. But the mornings have been something. Won't be as cold tonight because they got clouds in the sky. Let's see. All right, we're on. There we go. All right, guys, let me just have it. So, all right, I kept close the damn door. I was too drunk. Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, they're around. You trust and believe, Crow. You're going to see them when I start cooking. Hey, Rio. Trust and believe. When I start to cook, you will definitely see them around. Oh, Nicole, where are you, honey? What area are you in? It's not cold. It's not cold enough for Shamay's heated gloves to just throw these babies on tonight. Our dog Luna is watching, trying to get her. Oh, trying to get her to subscribe. Yeah, people are like, we need dogs around there. Where are the dogs? Rosie, where's that golden retriever, that Chesapeake Bay retriever? Where is it? What? Mine is 47 Celsius. Where are you? The North Pole? Look at the spin that Linda put. That's why they're at your door first thing in the morning. They want to make sure you made it safely. Yeah, William 46 in Modesto. Go down to the Snow White and get yourself a nice burger tonight, William Horn. I had one of the most delicious. Oh, okay, up in Winnipeg. Okay, Nicole. I had one of the most delicious hamburgers I've had in years at that really ghetto Snow White in Modesto. Wow, that was delicious. That burger was so good. Hearing all these amazing people last night. Wasn't it, Judy? What are you going to call? Judy's like, I'm too shy. Judy, come on. It's Rosie. And then once people call, they're very comfortable. It's not that big deal. You know, we had that gal from down in Clovis. Oh, I'm so nervous to be. And like, honey, it's Rosie. Good night to party in the streets. Yeah, they're doing it up. Yeah, Elmer, it's a little bit chilly. I know, I'm a snowflake. I'm a snowflake. Yes, I am. So believe it or not, these island sun mushrooms are imported from Holland. Wow. You know, how do you figure that? So we're gonna have a mushroom gravy tonight. I got some of that. What do I got? What do I got? Pinot Noir left. We still have the Snow White just down the street. That's the one I went to, William. That's the one I went to on Yosemite. Because I went to the Gallo Winery. I said, can I get a tour? The guy's like, get the hell out of here. You know me. I got to be right there at the gate. Hey, can I look around a little bit? Boy, that was a huge operation. Wow. There's nothing out here that even comes close to the scale of that. I'd come up when one hung up, another beat me to call. Well, okay, Judy. So Modesto was a very interesting town. I was very impressed with virtually everything I saw there. Ravenswood, I believe the winter on the island tend not drop below freezing yet. It was gives it pleasure to hang out. Oh, that's nice. It's hard to believe nobody's closed their home, Craig, because are they really built for cold weather? I mean, I can't think that there's much insulation when you have a beach house or something. Yeah, Nino, you and Judy call in next time. Pennsylvania Dutchman mushrooms are, I'm not sure, Lucky. Not much of one. Elmer's like 39. I don't know what the temperature is here right now. It's just feels like a damp cold to me tonight. Hello, Cheryl. Jen was here. Is she still around? How's your day going, Cheryl? Kingman and Oatman. Yeah, it was nice that Green Thumb called. She's very interesting. Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I don't know if Jen's still here. I'm not sure. Is off one day for a week due to overtime. It's okay. One day off for weeks. Oh, wow. Yeah, we had a great call in last night. Of course, I have some people that probably think I'm too nosy. I ask too many questions. When people call, what the heck, I'm interested in people. I want to know about people's lives. I mean, everybody knows everything about my life, right? Hey, Brenda. So when I get a chance, like we had James on last night, James Trimble, it was really cool. We found out a lot about what it is to be a flight attendant and stuff. We had to break into our home last night. They came in through the... What, William? In Modesto? Wow. Goodness. You know, about the branch of service, I was in the Marine Corps. Well, Green Thumb, as I said last night, I'm very appreciative for your service. Thank you. But my dad's house was an all-year home because they started, did not close their cottages. Okay. Hey, sure nuts, how are you? Our daughter-in-law is a flight attendant. Cool. I'm sorry you were broken into. Yeah, Rosie Kravitz. But James, that's what makes, how am I going to find out? You were funny last night. I loved having you on the phone. I learned more in talking to you for 20 minutes than I ever knew about anything about flight attendants and stuff. Ooh, yeah, very enthusiastic, Judy. Right? Ooh. Yeah, did they get anything? Timestamp for the call? No, Noreen, we started about an hour and a half into the show, 2 hours in, I guess. I got so absorbed I didn't cook the steak. I was like, hey, no. Do I cook the steak or do I keep doing phone calls? And I'm like, I want to keep doing phone calls. The heck with the steak. Yeah, lots of people want to call in. Yeah, because you guys are like family. How else am I going to get to, to hear people on the phone and learn about your lives and, Marine Corps and just a lot of very interesting people. A lot more interesting stuff than I've done. Yeah, Nosy Rosie, that's my specialty. Well, Modesto has a lot of break-ins, so does Oakdale. I guess that's one good aspect of being in the hood here is there's nothing, people's houses don't get broken into here because there's nothing worth stealing. The most thing that somebody's going to have is a 60-inch TV. Right? That's going to be it. I mean, what else are you going to get around here? Drugs? Fent? That's a big thing now, Fent. Yep, thumbs up, appreciated. We're only one shore. Ooh, Superstition Mountain. I knew a girl, a trans gal that lived in Surprise down there. Someone else called in, yeah. We had a lot of people. We had about 6 calls last night. Oh, I'm going to find out about your career, Judy, without doxing you. The person emptied my wallet, $40 and several bottles of wine. While you're in there? You left your wallet? Yeah, P2E called in too. You left your wallet in a location where people could take money out of it? Hey, Mona. Good evening to you. We're gonna do a nice mushroom rendition tonight. Don't cook your mushrooms too early when you're doing the steak, okay? All right, let's get the show on the road. Jack, hit the road, Jack. Ooh, surprise! Steak and mushroom. Carry it. I just don't have any money in it, so somebody hits me, they get like $16 or something. Everything is credit card with me. Ooh. I got a little bit of oil in the pan. I have some butter for finish here. All right, here's that baby. We're gonna put some fire in the hole. We got the big. Oh, it's so nice, Alan. Thank you. Don't use salt and pepper till the end, okay? Don't salt your meat. Pepper's okay. We're going to put some of this Pinot Noir to good use tonight. We have here. All right. I see the cat's moving into position. Oh, what's for eats tonight? Oh, there's baby tiger. We want this baby good and hot. There's baby tiger. Smell in the air. Steak is in the air. All the people everywhere. I don't know if I believe it. Alright, that is definitely not hot enough. So take it off. Don't leave it on. If it ain't hot enough, take it off. We want that baby crackling, sizzling on there. Ooh. What's your favorite type of chicken wings? I don't know. I like the Korean style. That's my favorite. Well, well, well. Look who it is. Like, what's for eats tonight? Oh, okay. Here you go, Goof. There you go. You two nuts are driving me crazy. Right there. Where are you? Here. Alright, now we can throw this on. Oh, you better hear her sizzle. And I'm going to move it all around the pan. All that up. Alright. Best hear that sizzle when that baby drops down. Do 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 do. Here you go, Goof. Where are you? Where's the beef? We're going to turn that heat down a little bit now. We don't need it outrageous. Let's open up our can of mushrooms. I can't believe these things came from Holland. Ooh, ooh. Do. Be chewing on that a while. Oh joy, cats are meat eaters. I love this new Faberware can opener is amazing. So easy to use. Like that. Alright, let's drain this joy juice out here. We'll save a little bit of that mushroom water. Okay. Let that stay down there real good. How was that? Are you going to rob your buddy of her piece, his piece, its piece? Somebody's like, you ought to take them and get them sterilized. I'm like, are you kidding me? You think with their murder mitts that I could pick these things up? Oh, no way. This is a big steak. This is going to be, I think, half tonight and half tomorrow. Since I don't have you, you. Polish mushrooms. You better get used to it with right. You don't know where stuff's coming from these days. I mean, I never figured Holland for mushrooms. Like, really? Now I got to go in and get a fork. If I catch you on the table, you can forget about breakfast tomorrow. All right? I'm telling you right now, don't be licking those lips. Right? Alright, that's beautiful. That's just the sear I want on that side. That's beautiful. Just the sear. Wish this thing was a little more level. The Kansas City win, or is it over? Oh, the Chiefs won by a field goal. Okay. Well, there we go. Well, being as I'm a Ravens fan, I'm not unhappy about that. Now they know what it feels like when Tyler Huntley fumbled on the goal line. How's that grab you? I never seen no. Oh, you dehydrate vegetables? That's cool. So we got this baby down. Oh well, Philadelphia. I don't know. You know, the Bengals didn't deserve to beat the Ravens. The Ravens beat themselves. That's just the way it goes. Letting that baby cook up real good. You know, it was a heartbreaking play. You got one of the best running backs in the NFL, and you're going to try to take it in yourself. Okay, we got a good sear on both sides. Now we just concentrate on cooking it through. I'm going to put a little bit of steak sauce in the pan. Not much left in there. put the mushrooms in. And I'm going to put a little bit of port wine, not port, but a little bit of the Pinot Noir here. We're going to let that cook down a little bit. That should be delicious. That's going to be delicious. That's going to make a beautiful mushroom gravy tonight. We'll let that sit there and come up to temperature. And we're going to throw a little bit of butter in here, but not quite yet. How about ready to go? We're going to turn that heat even lower now. Move that around. Okay. Oh, that's going to be awesome. That is going to be delicious. All right. Great. Keep it clean. I'm going to get the salt and pepper too. I think they're pretty good now. I think they know now you shouldn't ought to jump up on the table. Salt that now. Load that baby with some pepper. I'll show you guys what we got going here. We got a reduction here. That goes low and slow. You got more crap caught in your big furry tail than you can shake a stick at. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. T-bone is a fillet in a New York strip. I really don't know what defines a porterhouse. Once we get the sear on, since we're doing a bit of a gravy, we're doing that a little low and slow here. Ran out too. Alright, now we're going to throw a tablespoon of butter in there. Since I don't have you. Nice and low and slow now. We've got a great sear on it. We're just building up the sauce now. That's all we're doing. I think we got enough of that. I should probably have a glass of this, right? Yeah, that's looking really good. We're gonna flip that over. Oh, that's beautiful. He's looking really good. Gravy's coming together real good now. Go ahead, dude. That's what we got going on tonight. So I'm gonna get the other camera for a little shorty. Oh, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I always got my eye on you. I know all about you. You're gonna try to grab the steak, but that would be a big mistake. Do, do, do. Yeah, that's great. That gravy's just about worked down. Alright. So we're gonna get the serving spoon to ladle that on. I know you're sitting there waiting for when your shot's gonna come, right? Ooh, ooh. All right, that gravy is done. It's time to plate this baby up. Oh, ooh, that smells good. Put a little more pepper on. Don't need any salt. Plate this baby up. Nice. Mushroom on there. Tell me about it. Turn that good. Get all of that juice. All that up. Let's go over here. There's what we're working tonight. Look at that baby. Okay. Let's do our little video. You guys are gonna drive me crazy. You're gonna drive me nuts. You're driving me out of my mind. It ain't right. Night, Nino. Yeah, I'm only gonna have half of it tonight. Alright, there it is. Get our video done. Ooh, clean that plate up a little bit. Right? Here we go. Ooh, good night, Nino. Okay, there we go. Let's get a photo first. Knock down some of these mushrooms a little bit. Oh. What is for dinner in Kitchen Stadium tonight? We have a beautiful sirloin steak with mushroom gravy, with a bit of Pinot Noir and butter. Please make sure to like and follow for more. Stadium tonight. We have a beautiful sirloin. They say that people eat with their eyes. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, that's beautifully done. I can't begin to tell you how delicious this is. Ooh. Just cuts well, beautifully done. P2E, who did they play the last time that they were in the, I can't remember. Hey, Granny. I can't remember who played the last time Philadelphia. Watch those murder mittens. Ooh, don't go crazy. Last time Philly played was against the Patriots. Okay. And Philadelphia won. It's a little chilly tonight, Ted. This is really delicious. I think that was in 2017. This mushroom gravy is out of this world. Just out of this world. Perfectly done. Steak is medium rare. Delicious. Turned out so beautifully. I'm only going to eat about half of it. I think I'll have the other half for breakfast tomorrow. Oh, you didn't get a piece, did you? Oh, right. What a crime that is. What a crime against cats. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. All right. Delicious. Beautiful. Thank you, Ward, to get out of Dodge. I love that P2E. The mushroom gravy is just tremendous. So easy to make. Right. Just delicious. Let's have some of these wonderful mushrooms. No, T-bone's the same as porterhouse, only filleted. A little round part is not quite as large. Okay, bye. Okay. Yeah, the wind's going to be kicking up towards 11 o'clock tonight, unfortunately. This mushroom gravy is delicious. Thank you, GT. There's nothing that Gordon Ramsay could do any different to this steak to make it any better. And I'm not just saying that. Mm. You know, you don't cook it. There was a guy here once that cooked a steak for like an hour. You never want to overcook proteins, they just get tough. Evidently, Cheryl thinks that Gordon Ramsay's the be-all and end-all, right? We'll have a steak cook-off. Give me a little bit of red wine, butter, some mushrooms. Mm. Thing you have to do is you have to have the judges out blind. You know, they can't see who's who. Right? They can't see. Mm. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Cheryl's in love with Gordon Ramsay. Oh, Gordon. I loved you as a footballer. Mm. I just think it's nice to be outside. I think it's healthy. I do cook inside, but we've been cooking outside in Kitchen Stadium going into the 14th month now here. I cooked outside for years here, once a week. All right, here you are. You want your pound of flesh. There you go. Don't let your buddy rob you blind. Yeah, dress for the temperature. Oh, the steak just turned out wonderfully. Steak just turned out beautifully. Where is it? For dinner in Kitchen Stadium tonight, we have a beautiful sirloin steak with mushroom gravy, a little bit of Pinot Noir and butter. Please make sure to like and follow. Oh, it just turned out wonderfully. Let's just put it this way, Chef. It exceeded my expectations tonight. Oh, oh. Exceeded my expectations. It is really good. I was able to use a little bit of that Pinot Noir. It really amped up the flavor. And the mushrooms, can't believe the mushrooms came from Holland. Hey, Bunky. It really turned out wonderfully. I'm just going to have one more bite and wrap it up, and I'm going to finish the mushrooms tonight. No reason. Just cuts beautifully. Really nicely done. You guys back again? These guys are like little pigs on the ranch here, huh? Bite me. Here you go. Got that right in your murder mitt. Just grab that thing. Good night, Linda. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Carla. Oh, crab. I can get crab here for... It's either $6.99 or $7.99. It's Dungeness here. It's delicious. All right, let me finish the mushrooms and then wrap this up. I have no idea whose cat this is. Cat with white paws, and no idea where that cat came from. That is a big cat. Where'd he go? He just left. Where's your buddy? What you want? You starting to get territorial now? You don't like that, huh? Hey, Cindy. Your little buddy's down there. Oh, good night, Desert Gardening. Thank you. Oh, boy. All right. Let's finish up these mushrooms. I think you got ripped off, little buddy. I'm going to take care of you. There you go, Trotsky. There's baby socks. Baby socks is like, what's everybody eating tonight? What are y'all doing tonight? I'll tell you, this was delicious. I haven't had steak in a while. I mean, I took Bird out for his birthday. But I haven't cooked a steak at home in a while. Yeah, Baby Tiger's my favorite. Baby Tiger really loves me. Let's have one last piece here. I don't know, that other big cat. Show's over, guys. Show is over. All right. Show is over. They're just sitting here on the chair. All right. Let me wrap this up real quick. Ooh, 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 ooh. It had to be you. guys a couple little treaties. Oh, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ooh, 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 ooh. Since I don't have you, we are off to dinner. Enjoy. There's the murderous little tribe. How about your buddy? You gonna give some to your buddy? Or are you gonna eat them all? Hmm? Come on down. Let your buddy up here. Let your buddy up. You better not walk on my keyboard. You wonder why the cats are getting chubby. It's a cat's life. Here you go, baby socks. Doo-doo. Why are the cats chubby? Ooh, ooh, ooh. La da doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. La da da dee dee. Doo, 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 doo. It's a feeding frenzy. Hey Dave, how you doing? How are you tonight? It's a catastrophe. That's exactly right. Oh, I have too much heart. Too much heart. All right. It's been a good Sunday. Off to Vegas. What do I got? 4 days to go. They really like those cat treats. I never saw that other cat before. It was really big. It had like white feet on it. Oh, Sunny Girl, thank you. Cat snacks galore there. See you. Thank you, Sunny Girl. How awesome you are. What a great supporter of the channel. Thank you, Sonny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Darlene, how are you? Yeah, I kind of put out the word today, so I think people are going to be sending some cat food. Canned, please. Here, it'll be wonderful. Dave's got a, please put his channel, yeah, thank you. Put Dave's channel up there. Make sure you sub up. Dave's got a super, thank you, Sonny. That's so generous of you. Month in, month out. Help with groceries before, time and time again. Thank you, Sonny. So sweet. I'm really, really appreciative. Very generous person, very generous. Dave, you're a content creator. We want to support you, right? You have a very nice home. It's a great place. So thank you, Sunny Girl. Really, really appreciate Sunny Girl. Not around too often, but you know, definitely enjoy it when she's here and comments on videos and things like that. It's very, very nice. If you are a content creator, make sure you let us know so that we can put your channel up and get people to sub you up. And Dave cooks and does other stuff, so let's be a part of it. Ooh, where's your murder mittens? Huh? Your murder mittens. Mm-mm. Oh, let me see those murder mittens. Dave is also great. Eye candy. Dave's a good-looking guy. Yes, he is. Yeah, she's very kind. From the South Shores of Long Island. Happy clams. Happy clamming season. Elmer, see you later. Thank you for coming in. Ooh, pardon me. Thank you, and congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs return to the Super Bowl. And we have the Philadelphia Eagles gunning for their second. Yeah, it's going to be windy later on tonight. That was really delicious. Deliscable. Good night, Noreen. Thanks for coming in. Glad Noreen could stay a little later tonight. It's 3 hours difference, so it's 10:30 over there. So, hey, Justin. Make sure to sub up to Justin Mello's music and blogs too. He's a content creator also. As is June. So always shout out and let us know. Shout out and let us know. All right, Dave. I don't know whether they're hanging. Baby Socks is hanging outside of. I think Blackbird is down for the night. Oh, another heartbreak in Cincinnati. No, I guess Cincinnati was in the Super Bowl last year, right? The year before was Kansas City on it, right? But I think the Eagles are going to be very hard to get by. They're just there's just no weakness in the team. They have a very robust quarterback. Do 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 do. Windy tonight. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, June, I say always put down June's channel too, of course. Yep, thank you. June Guadalupe, my beautiful transist. It'll be a good game to watch. Of course I do, Craig. I support all content creators that make the effort, take out a camera. Eagles are a great team. They're very well balanced. I just wish our quarterback for 49ers was healthy and was able to go the difference, because once your third string quarterback goes down, you're kind of like cooked. Yeah, if the quarterback can't throw, it's painful to watch. I mean, how are you going to do it, right? I knew as soon as he got injured that it was game over, that it was done. So I think if Lamar Jackson hadn't gotten injured, they could have definitely taken the Bengals and the Chiefs and be in the Super Bowl. But it wasn't meant to be. Injuries. Cats ate very well tonight, Michelle. We're not here to you know, to make their, we're here to spread happiness, and I know Blackbird puts food out and everything, so they do a good job. They lick the plate clean at night. We have Buttercup Baby sent a water bowl and a food bowl, so that's real good. Yeah, they had a good dinner. They're very happy. Yeah. So, you know, I'm personally a dog person. Yeah, I've had cats before. Growing up, we had a all black cat named Louie, and a chocolate point Siamese called Ginger. And they were great cats. They were wonderful cats. And then we had a Twinkle when my girls were little, but Twinkle got flattened on the road. Unfortunately, it looked like a flounder at the end. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, Baby Socks comes late, so there's really not much to eat. Right? So Baby Socks keeps looking for Blackbird to hand something out. Yeah, dog cares. Yeah, people really realize you can make good money off of, unfortunately, dog care and stuff. So, boarding for a day and all that stuff. So I'm not going to do that until I'm able to be here. I'm okay, Rosemary. I mean, I'm just nothing special about me. You're kinder than I am. I have a great dog, Boots, black dog with white feet. Oh, that's cool. What is that? There's like, what the heck is that over there? Like something's creeping around over there. We got kind of a moon out tonight. We got some clouds flying by overhead. It's going to get windier. But the important thing is, got good weather for Vegas coming up. It had to be you. Do 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 do. Love a do boo. Boo ba do boo. Boo ba do ba do boo. Do 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 do. I'm gonna put a few of these things away. What really turns out good here is the pizza is really remarkable. Now, Cheryl S.'s hero says, you want to make a great steak, you always pan cook that steak. And I would tend to agree with that. You have more control. You can sauce that. You can put, you can't really add a wine. You can't really do a mushroom reduction and stuff and on a grill. And I hate to tell you, a lot of people don't know how to grill beef. Beef has to be handled very carefully, and I think there's a real methodology. I think cast iron steak is absolutely positively the best. And Cheryl S.'s hero says it's the only way that you should ever really cook a steak is pan cook that steak. Finish with butter. Unless you handle it properly, barbecue, like I don't think that there's any gain to be had on a gas barbecue grill. I think if you have a wood-fired grill, charcoal grill, then I would say that can really ramp that up. But if it's a gas barbecue grill, that's just my opinion. Now Dave is in here, Dave in Luna's kitchen. Dave may have his, the boss does very well. They're not ever pan cooking a steak. They'll put it out in the smoker, and all that. So I hope the sleep goes good. Jen Air is a good way to do it. Internal temperature of the beef. So I hit it high temperature, then I back it off. Charcoal hibachi screaming hot. That's it, Sonny. See, that's the way to do it. See, a charcoal is going to give a really great flavor to it. Baby Tiger, the party's over, babe. You are looking really rotund. Right? Don't need no murder mittens. But I'm sure you guys will be there tomorrow morning. Bright and early. Pipe ripping hot cast out 4 minutes on each side and finish with salted butter. There you go. Well, I wanted to use up this Pinot Noir, and I had this can of mushrooms, and that was the butter, and added a little bit of A1, gave a really nice gravy for that, which really turned out good. Yeah, I hope Angus Kiss's results turn out good. Is Baby Socks getting enough to eat? I want to be honest with you, Sonny. Baby Socks is really, really skittish. And skinny. So it's just, sometimes I don't see Baby Socks for a week on end. The other cats are skittish. Lennon is skittish. We got Mama Cat skittish. It's just, right, there's just certain ones of them that don't show up. But Baby Socks isn't starving to death. But Trotsky and Baby Tiger are just, they're very, a little more trusting and outgoing than the other one. So to the victor goes the spoils, right? I mean, they're always around. Baby Socks would here, I'd feed her tuna and salmon. Yeah, they get fed pretty good here. I mean, we got some really good food, and some people are sending some food, so no moisture. I'm not sure, GT. What temperature for the cast iron? I will take some, I'll spray it with pan release, like a Pam Crisco Professional, and I'll put about a teaspoon of olive oil in it, and I'll bring that up and make sure when that steak hits that it sizzles. And you saw me actually take it off, and then I put it back on again. That huge cat, I haven't seen Aurora, maybe just before Christmas, or maybe after Christmas, or early January. I was sitting there eating breakfast one morning, and Aurora came trucking through here and looked as big as the house coming through. Yeah, I like to get that baby pretty hot and then back that heat off. Once I hit both sides, back that heat off, and then about 6 minutes. That cat was huge. That cat is huge, Dave. Yeah, just big boned. I don't know, man. That is one big cat. Definitely the cock of the walk here, the size of that cat. And not too friendly either. Really a bully of the other cats. Does not play well with others. Oh, what are you gonna do? Do 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 do. Baby fat. She's just fluffy. Eh. Nice and fluffy. Large bone. Yeah, the size of like a microwave, something like that. Or a small dorm size, college dorm size refrigerator. You know, it's I'm not the best judge of size when it comes to you know, if the police ask me to give a description of somebody, you know, I don't know, species human, 2 eyes. I told you guys I'm a mess. Right? Just a 24 karat mess. But I think tonight's unusual because there's usually extra food on the food plate, but I think that they wiped that all out tonight. So steak has been eaten, so I'm not. Okay, take care, Michelle. Thanks for coming in tonight. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. So let's keep Jody in our thoughts. She's a little bit under the weather. And Jody, we love you. Take it easy. Sunny girl is around. Round, round, get around. Sunny girl gets around. He was feeding them all day. Okay, somebody in business. The other takes care of dogs and stays at the people's. What is that? Stays at the people's house while they're on vacation. Yeah, I think Sunny's very busy. I think she's got a pretty big rocking job. Yeah, there's Jody. Jody, just take it easy, honey. Yeah, I always worry about Jodykins. I'm glad, honey. Fever's down. Probably that piece of art, quote unquote, Jody, poisoned you. Actually, that could scare the spirits out of people. Right. Use that for an in-home exorcism. Coming to a home near you. Cue to spooky music. What did you do in art class today, babe? Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you better put that away before Dad gets home. Jeez, man. Yeah, we love you, Jody. We need you. We need you. All right. So, did anybody check in and watch the Chiefs and Bengals? Any takeaway from that? Errors, screw-ups, penalties? Penalties killed. Somebody said penalties absolutely dismembered the 49ers today too. So it had to be cold there too. Right? What was it, like 18, 16 degrees or something? Ooh, 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 ooh. That ball gets to be like a rock when it gets down to that temp. Both really strong teams, very evenly matched. Yeah. And how was Mahomes? Was he mobile? I know he got whacked with his foot at the end of it. Was 5 degrees, Alan, and the wind was blowing, right? I knew it was going to be cold tonight. Now they get to enjoy the nice, warm Arizona. It was a great game both sides. Did I play football? No, too small. Yeah, penalties, and also the quarterback being out just gutted Crow. Oh, okay. Well, he's got 2 weeks now. He's got 2 weeks to recover. They always give him off next week, and then we'll be back for the Super Bowl. I'll be taking something down to the Boston Giants. Ooh, wasn't all that great, but he was mobile. Okay. I kind of sense Alan Gentry. He's been a little bit off this year. He hasn't been his usual targeting himself and everything. So I think could use some work. Burrow kept getting sacked, and oh, okay. Ooh. Like I say, Dave, I don't know if you saw the Ravens Bengals game, but I knew that the Ravens were a better team, but they just fumbled away the ball at the goal line. Don't forget I have first dibs on buying your turkey. There you go. I'm leaving on Thursday. I'll be on the road at 5 a.m. Should be in Bakersfield by about 10 a.m. So we're going to definitely, I'm much more excited I wasn't excited last week. Now I'm excited. Hey, EJ. Though they're a well-oiled machine. Yeah, they gave the game away, June. That's what I'm saying. Even with the second string quarterback, they were still superior on that field. But it's always the turnovers that are going to get you. Penalties and turnovers. I'm surprised you don't get more. I've had lots of people pop up here. Lots of people. Let me know you're coming. I mean, I've had people just show up, but I'm not going to freak out. But I'm just saying, if I know you're coming, then we can cook, we can do a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I'm a very welcoming person. We'll break out the extra food and we'll have a good time. Yeah, where has been. No, I don't worry about that. I got Blackbird here now. Plus, what would you really steal? The average person's not going to take a 55-pound stereo, Fisher stereo unit, right? You don't really get break-ins here because there's nothing really to steal. I don't have any valuable coins or stamps the guns are here, but they're cached away in a secret location. So, I think tomorrow I'm going to have to get under the house. It's been a few years, so I might have to crawl under there and take a look. Yeah, like when the poor guy was trying to deliver the tape from Sharon, I was like, who the hell is Sharon? There's no Sharon here, yeah. Hey, Charles. How are you? I'm like, because I always get people misdelivered because this is also Dutton Avenue here on the side. So it's all the same road. So there's often confusion. So there could be somebody down there named Sharon. But boy, was that tape welcome, huh? You believe how good that tape did? But this whole thing has to be taken down and just redone. It's just barely hanging together. I don't think it can't go through another bomb cyclone for sure. It could, except this end down here is really bad. So what I need to do is I need to get a 10-foot thing. Nice gun safe. That stops me in there. Cracks, they can't carry that in. No, Alan, I'll never have a gun safe. It's too much money. Oh, I thought the same thing until people started saying it was Sharon from chat. Yeah. Then I realized Sharon Sheridan has been such a great supporter of the channel. Then it clicked. But see, she works quickly. I didn't know, I talked about it, and an hour later, there's the tape. And then an hour after that, we're all taped up. So I'm always trying to be very careful when I ask stuff, I don't want to seem like I'm, you know, e-begging for stuff here. So, but this end down here definitely needs work. So I might tend to that before I hit the road. Do be fair, yeah. Yeah, gun safe is just, it's too way out of my budget, so. Oh. They'd have a heck of a time finding my stuff. You don't think when I rebuilt this place that I didn't build in a little, you better have a sledgehammer and open up every wall and crevice. Oh, here comes that wind. Ooh. Yeah, if I could secure that end, it would be good, but it's a mess. It's got a golf club up there, tape, and just, it's a mess. It is a 24 karat mess. Everything else we can kind of live with, but that end down there is, you know, where the angel of glorious flight is. Ooh. No, I don't have money stashed. I wish. Oh, I got a great hiding place. But wind been brutal and cold. Yeah, we just have a simple one here. I mean, it's not going to be raining here. But we just have like a front coming through tonight, so 30 rifles stolen. Wow. Yeah, so I think tomorrow I'm going to get under the house and poke around a little bit. It's been years, so. 73, you need to come visit Florida. I've been to Florida. I love going down there. The other night you were talking about the foundation of your house in piling is similar when you live near the water. Yeah, it's called a pier. It has a perimeter foundation, and the house is bolted down, and then it has individual piers underneath. And I have floor jacks under the wall of sound due to the weight there. I'll probably do a video on that tomorrow. Post and pier construction. And you know, this place rode out a horrific 1969 earthquake that leveled the county courthouse and stuff. So it's weathered the earthquakes. I've had a good 4 or 5 earthquakes since I've been here. One of them split the concrete over there. No, there's no basement here. Nope. Just enough of a crawl space to get under there. But it's probably been 5 years since I've been down there, and probably a year since I've been up topside. So there's a lot of rat droppings and stuff. The whole upstairs should be should be vacuumed. There's a few things that should be done up there. You're going to have a big one in the next 30 years? I don't know. My own thought, GT, is this. The 1906 earthquake was an 8-point something on the San Andreas Fault. And in geological time, that earthquake probably, in my opinion, released enough energy and got that out of its system that it could be 1,000 years. It could be 10,000 years. Till we have an earthquake that big here on the San Andreas fault. So I don't really buy that we're going to have a big one. They told me 20 years ago we would already be in the ocean and Nevada would be oceanfront property. And yet we're still here. So, hey, Catherine. So, who knows? It's just hard to you know, you really can't predict it. I mean, last time I'm sitting in the van in October and we get an earthquake on the live stream, and I get a warning as the earthquake is happening. Now that's not, you know, that's not much of a, it's a concurrent warning, take cover. We'll talk about the courthouse, when sitting in the park, you can maybe go metal detecting. It's all been rebuilt over, the whole town. Never hide that. Are all the pilings? This house next door has a basement, but I think that they raised it up. The guy's a contractor that owns it. He actually raised the house up and then dug a drive-in basement underneath of it. But basements are really unknown. That's a tsunami warning after. What does that mean? After no. Yeah, so I'm not really sure when the next one. That 1906 earthquake was so big, it might have relieved a lot of, you know, you don't know. I mean, that was an 8 point for 45 seconds. Philadelphia Eagles for freedom. Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, they're going wild in town, right? Yeah, Baltimore, every home had a basement. Yeah, the van was shaking. And then we get a concurrent warning comes over. Well, that's not much of a help. It's just saying earthquake alert, take shelter, right? Everybody's cell phone just blasted off with that. Well, you know, it's how much can you predict it? I don't care how many seismometers or sensors that Caltech puts around, and just it's hard to the problem is the forces are so large and so massive that we don't have the proper devices to be able to measure pressure along a 1,000-mile fault line. People in Midwest go battle. Well, I wanted to go over to Sonoma, which is a really old town, but they don't allow metal detecting. So I know there's a treasure trove of stuff in that center courthouse, City Hall Square there. I know it, but I can't violate the law. Right? I know there's probably all kinds of historic stuff there because that's where the California flag was developed and originated when California was a republic for about 5 or 6 days. Till the United States said, no. No. You can be a state. And no matter what you all did with Mexico, it ain't our concern. Welcome to America. All right, so much for the Bear Flag Republic. That was it. Interesting story. Okay, guys, it has been 3 hours. I'm going to go ahead and close it out tonight. And thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. Might be making an apple pie. I'm not really sure. We did buy that apple filling. Yeah, earthquake coming. Be ready to meet your maker. That's what I always say. I'd rather take my chances on an earthquake than turn it. It just depends. Take care, Justin. Thank you. Good night, June. Everybody, Shemay, thank you to my wonderful moderators. Jody, feel 100%, honey, we love you. Thank you, Cheryl. Everybody, Jen was here tonight. Megan, Amanda, good to see you. Jerry K, awful glad to have you back in the chat. So we will see you guys tomorrow. I did not go metal detecting. Maybe I'll sneak off tomorrow. I don't know. Sunny girl, thank you for your wonderful support, and Angus kisses. I hope you get a good report on your sleep study. Rio, good to see you, and everybody, James Trimble, and see you guys. Jerry Jones, thank you, and see you guys on the morrow. Do 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 do.